Some doors, once exited, never lead back home. In a forgotten time, nestled among the misty hills of a Shana village, lived a warrior named Inaka, proud, strong, admired. Inaka, he was brave, respected, and strong. But even the strongest men have hearts that bend and sometimes break. At his side was Gonili, his wife, a woman whose wisdom ran deeper than rivers, and whose strength was not forged in war, but in love, patience, and truth. Together, they had a daughter, beautiful and full of laughter, the light of their lives. Together, they were the envy of the village, a love forged in fire and tempered by patience. In their home, there was harmony, not perfection, but real love, the kind that endures trials, that weathers storms, but even the calmest skies can darken without warning. Inaka went to war, and while his sword defended his people, his heart grew restless. It was in that space, in the silence after battle, that his eyes fell upon Shivili, the daughter of a friend. She was beautiful, no doubt, but beauty alone does not build a home. What began as curiosity grew into secret affection and then betrayal. Her brothers, proud and protective, discovered the affair. Inika's life hung by a thread, and to save himself from their wrath, he did what he thought necessary. He agreed to marry Shivili. But some decisions save your life only to slowly kill your soul. When Gonili learned of this betrayal, she did not weep aloud. She did not scream. She looked at the man she had built a life with, the man who had once held her hand with pride, and she simply said, "An ivory necklace cannot be worn double. One heart, one bond, one home." And with quiet dignity, she left, not through the front door, but the back, carrying only a broken bamboo cistern, a humble vessel. But symbols speak louder than words. She left behind a home and carried away a broken promise. Time passed. Gonili did not let grief consume her. She found strength in her pain and remarried a wealthy warrior named Sumixi. With him, she rebuilt her life, not in spite, but in peace. Together, they prospered. Inaka, however, walked a different path. His new marriage, born out of fear, brought him no joy. His days turned gray. His wealth faded. Hunger replaced pride, and regret took the place of love. But Gonili, she never let her heart turn bitter. When she saw his suffering from afar, she left food for him quietly, secretly. Never a word, never recognition, just the gift of compassion from the woman he had once wronged. Gonili didn't help Inaka because he deserved it. She helped him because her soul remained untouched by hate. Forgiveness isn't always for the other person sometimes. It's a gift we give ourselves to stay whole. But the past has long shadows. Gonili died during childbirth. Some say it was fate, others, superstition. An old saying whispered among elders warned, "A woman who leaves her house through the back door will one day die giving life." Perhaps it was coincidence, or perhaps some wounds never truly close. Inaka heard of her death, and in that moment, his heart gave way, not from age, not from illness, but from the weight of sorrow. He died soon after. A quiet end for a loud mistake. Two hearts, once bound, now silenced by time. In the Shana Hills, where stories are passed like sacred cloth from hand to hand, their story became legend, passed from lips to ears, from elders to children, not to shame, not to judge, but to teach. The quiet strength of women like O'Neilly, who suffer in silence yet still give, and the quiet downfall of men like Inika, who only understand love when it is too late to return it. To remember the weight of our choices, the sacredness of commitment, to remember that love, once broken, can teach us the value of wholeness, that betrayal, once survived, can become wisdom, and that in the end, it is not how loudly we love the supersubs, but how deeply we remain kind, that shapes the legacy we leave behind. So let this story echo in your heart. When love is given, guard it. When promises are made, keep them. And when life asks you to choose between your ego and your heart, choose the one that will let you sleep in peace. Because ivory necklaces were never meant to be worn double. And some doors, once exited, never lead back home.